This episode of Research Park TV is sponsored by Daz Colbolton. Want to work for one of the top accounting firms in the area? Give us a call. Boca Raton Wyndham. Family in town? Send them across the street. It's so nice, they might just leave you alone.
Hello, my name is Mike Miller, and I'm the producer of the Research Park TV. And welcome to another great episode, April 2015. We have some great guests in this podcast, beginning with a really cool company right here in the Research Park Technology Business Incubator, and it's called CD Science. And here to tell us more is the CEO, Russ Dennis. Russ, tell us about your company.
CD Science is a company that's focused on delivering e-commerce content in new and exciting ways. We're currently in the process of rolling out a really interesting app that's going to be on a Ziosk device that are in restaurants that allow consumers to play games with consumer products and vote if they're trending or not trending. We're putting that out there for them. And we're collecting all the data, and we think that the data is really the powering engine behind the e-commerce engine, what people like, what they want, and be able to present that.
Russ, why did you choose to locate this exciting business in the Research Park?
The Research Park offers us a lot of advantages, like the kind of resources that you would get in a larger company. There's a good base of people that have experience that can come in and share their experiences with you, and there's a lot of introductions that can be made. We've had some success in being introduced to some early round funding folks, as well as some folks that have been as part of our advisor board off and on throughout the company's existence.
Are there any opportunities for students in your company?
We've been able to hire some people that were in school and brought them into full-time employment just over the last 2 or 3 months. We're always looking for those right kind of folks.
Now, next up is Mark Goldstein, the Senior Director of the Simulation Center at the Charles E. Schmidt College of Medicine. Mark, please tell us about the Simulation Center.
Well, we're part of the Florida Atlantic University College of Medicine, and we are the Simulation Center. We have actually 2 simulation centers, one here in the Research Park and another one on the grounds of St. Mary's campus about 40 minutes north of us. Altogether, we have 15 high-fidelity mannequins. These high-fidelity mannequins breathe, bleed, respond systemically to drugs, and they're used in training of both medical students, residents, practicing nurses, nursing students, and EMTs across the county. Over the last 5 or 6 years, we've trained close to 3,000 practicing nurses, and we have 264 medical students who've been trained, plus we're getting ready to start training our second-year residency as well as our first-year internal medicine residents.
What advantages are there for being located in the Research Park?
One, proximity to the college. It's really important that we be as close as possible to the medical school students. That's important. If we were 5 miles away and it took longer to get there, that would be a real problem. We have street front access so that people can see us as they go by. People have no clue what's going on in a simulation center, and so every once in a while we'll even get drop-ins who say, what's this all about and what does it mean? So we're really pleased that we're here.
Are there opportunities for students?
I've had 3 separate interns who have all gone into the medical profession after working for us. One of my interns from a couple of years ago has just received notice that he's completed his match. He went to medical school, and he just Monday sent me a notice that he matched on his residency. Having the opportunity to practice here, that's really an essential part of what they do. And they stand behind the glass, and they get to learn how the mannequins work, but more importantly, they get to learn how medical professionals interact with patients.
And finally, we head onto campus to interview the Dean of the Business School, Dan Gropper. Hello, Dan. Thank you for being on our podcast. Please tell us about the College of Business here at FAU.
One of the things to note about the College of Business at Florida Atlantic University is that we are in the top 10 largest business schools that are accredited by the AACSB. This year we were 10th with over 7,200 students. We have very large undergraduate programs with over 5,500 students, and then another 1,500 students or thereabouts in the various master's programs as well as PhD students.
Dean, tell us what gets you excited about your position here at FAU.
Well, as the Dean, I get really excited about the dynamic business environment here in South Florida. There's a real spirit of entrepreneurial enthusiasm in this area. There are a lot of startup businesses, there are a lot of people with bright ideas, and part of what FAU really excels at is supporting young entrepreneurial students and working closely with related areas like the Research Park to help open up those opportunities where students can work with beginning businesses and help those businesses move to the next level.
What's the benefit of having a research park so close to the university?
I think a university, first of all, is a place where ideas are generated and shared. The research park becomes an area where those ideas and concepts for business can take life and be nurtured and grow into a successful business. But one of the key benefits, I think, for the research park of being literally right on campus, just adjacent to things, is it's almost like going to another building for one class or another. But having those businesses in close proximity hopefully makes it easy for the students to go work part-time, and for the people who are the business professionals in those fledgling enterprises in the research park to get access to the faculty, and for the faculty to get access to them. So thereby we get this sort of living, learning laboratory where you have ideas being generated in the university and ideas being generated in the research park, but the research park being a place where those ideas can take life and be nurtured and grow and flourish.
I have to ask the question, what do you really like about FAU?
It's a great place to live, it's a great place to work, and with our free enterprise system, there are tremendous opportunities for our students to start businesses and to work into startups and really pursue and achieve that American dream.
And that's it for this podcast. I had a lot of fun helping out in front of the camera as well as behind it. And I'll see you in the next edition of Research Park TV. Thanks for watching.
This episode of Research Park TV is sponsored by Daz Cole Bolton. Want to work for one of the top accounting firms in the area? Give us a call. Boca Raton Wyndham. Family in town? Send them across the street. It's so nice, they might just leave you alone.